welcome to my channel. I just wanted to do a quick update video. I haven't recorded in a while. I'm gonna say it's been at least a year, and I have basically been dealing with a lot of health issues, and I've had to just take a break from recording and doing all of the things with my channel for a while, because as you all know that I do have idiopathic intracranial hypertension, and with that it gives me a lot of headaches and dizziness. I have nausea, vomiting, fatigue, and I also have other conditions as well that kind of keeps me in pain most days. So I just had to take a step back. But I've recovered from my surgery that I had. I had weight loss surgery, and that was a personal choice for me. It wasn't because of just one specific reason. It was just due to a lot of reasons. And I actually was pre-diabetic and high blood pressure and things like that. I still have high blood pressure, but pre-diabetes, I am no longer at risk for diabetes because I have dropped in weight. I have did better with my eating and everything. And I think the only reason why I'm still having problems with my blood pressure is due to pain. There's really no thing you can really do about pain other than to take medicine. And I've looked into pharmaceuticals, herbs, and all type of things, and nothing seems to help. The CBD oil actually does help some with just regular pain, I would have to say, but far as the head pain that I get from the occipital neuralgia, which that head pain, it's like an all day type of pain. It's just there. And then when I have the attacks, that's even worse. There's nothing that I can really do. I apply ice and heat. I take anti-inflammatories. I take muscle relaxers. But there's nothing really you can do when you actually have an attack. I mean, the pain is just literally debilitating. I mean, I wouldn't wish any of this on my worst enemy, because anyone will tell you dealing with this it's not fun. I mean, it is really life-changing. People don't understand, when I say I want to do, for instance, if we have plans to go to the movies or something, and I were to get sick, as in have an attack or have a bad headache, or I may go into a fibro flare, or just any of those combinations of things could happen. And it's now the plans that we had, I can't go. So if the person don't understand that, then there's nothing I can do. I can't go. I mean, my health is more important than going to a movie. And to tell you the truth, I had to learn that, I would say, the hard way, because I kid you not, I was in an accident when I was working, and I was at the traffic light, and I was getting ready to pull off, and then out of nowhere, just bam, this lady ran smack into me. It's what were you doing? Did you not see? Or I don't know what happened, but I was so worried about my job and being late to this client, because I was doing home health services, where you go in and you take care of the patient, and you might help them with their baths, and you might have to give them a diaper, if a new diaper if they're bed bound. I mean, just whatever they need, basically I did. So I was so worried about getting to the client that I then take the time and make sure that I was okay myself. I just told the lady that I was fine, and I checked the car. The car was okay. I mean, it had like a little dent in it. But I just basically told her I was fine and I had to get to work. So I left, didn't get any information from her or anything, not knowing that, adrenaline, is pumping, and, I'm already, trying to get to the client. So not knowing that whatever injuries I had, I could feel the pain later on. So people were telling me that I should have gotten her information and everything. So if I did, have some injuries, I could contact her and, she could contact her insurance company and we can go from there. But, I was fine, I thought, but after a while, I started having a lot of neck pain and my headaches got worse. But I've been basically just dealing. But everything has been fine. My weight loss surgery, I completed that. I went through the steps and everything because I have Medicaid and Medicare now because I'm on disability. And I went through the whole process. First, I went through like my primary doctor, and we just did like a trial run of like trying to see how much weight I can lose on my own, like for as dieting, eating right, just eating less, no processed foods, more fruits, fresh fruits and veggies, basically. And we did that, and I didn't even lose. I think I lost maybe 5 pounds within a 2-month span, 5 pounds. So I was like, I'm doing everything. I even started exercising, like doing walking, and then I was doing resistance bands in the house when I couldn't walk due to like weather and stuff like that. I would say with exercising, walking is the best thing, I would say, for me, because like I said, I have headaches, then I have fibromyalgia, so I have a lot of pain issues. So when I was able to exercise, I did walk more than anything, and that seemed to help, somewhat. And I could feel that I did have a little more energy, and I was just able to have a better day when I did go, do like a little walk. So or it could have been just, the fresh air did me some good. I don't know. But anyway, so I did the surgery May 30th of last year, and it is the 25th of April right now, and I've lost about 80 pounds. I will put some pictures in the video for you guys so you can see. But I've lost about, I'll say about 80 pounds. So things are pretty much stable right now, I would say. Because, with intracranial hypertension, there is a risk of you like losing your vision, especially if you don't follow up with your doctor and you don't see, an ophthalmologist regularly, because it can really sneak up on you. And before you know it, your eyesight is gone. And sometimes it can be reversible and sometimes it's not. Like when I first got diagnosed with this, I didn't take it as serious as I should. And the lady was telling me that she knew a young man that had the same thing and he didn't take it serious. And the doctor was telling him that he needed to, have, I think she was saying that he needed to have the surgery, which is to place a shunt, and he didn't want to do that. And so I think maybe a couple of months went by and he came back and he was totally blind. And I think he ended up doing the surgery, but I don't think his eyesight came back. And I was just thinking about that. I'm like, that's awful, But I think I got pretty lucky because I had been having headaches ever since maybe I turned about, I'll say 15 when they started. And it wasn't as bad, as they are now. So I didn't, like complain a lot and stuff. But when I started to complain a lot, I did, go to the doctor, and they started doing all the different tests. And so that's how I found out that I had all these different types of conditions, and that had something to do with headaches. Like I have migraines, and then I have the occipital neuralgia, and then I have the idiopathic intracranial hypertension. So you have these things where you have, they call low pressure headaches and high pressure headaches. And my shunt that I have, it's a Codman programmable shunt. And so basically, from my understanding, is that mine will only drain like once it fills the reservoir. Once the reservoir gets full, then it'll drain. So when you have like a high pressure headache, I think the best thing to do is get in a position where it's comfortable for you. And maybe if you cool compress on your head, that what works for me. I don't know if it worked for anyone else, but that's what works for me. It helps me out. And then when I have a low pressure headache, I really don't have a lot of low pressure headaches, I would say. I've only experienced maybe like 2 in the span that I've had my shunt, and I've had my shunt since 2013. So I've only had about 2. But when I did have a low pressure headache, I laid flat, and that seemed to help, instead of like laying on the pillows when you would if you had a high pressure headache. So I laid flat, and that helped. And also drink plenty of fluids. That also helps also, until the pressure just normalizes. And sometimes it could be something going on with your shunt. So it's always good to put a call in to your neurologist or your neurosurgeon, whichever one you want to contact first. But the neurosurgeon is the one that deals with the shunt, the brain, basically. And but everything has been going, I would say, not smoothly, but it's stable. Like my weight is still coming down at a steady rate. I still get out and do a little exercise when I can. And mostly I just do like little things around the house, take care of my kids. I'm married, so I have to do, like the wifely duties and the motherly duties, when I can. But my family understands. They know all about my conditions. They understand, like, if I say I'm not feeling well, they know that it's time to take care of mom or take care of wife, because on most days, I'm feeling okay, to where I'm up and doing things and just trying to make the best of the day, So they understand, everything that I've been through and everything that I'm still going through. But basically, the reason why I decided to create this channel is to just show people, even though you go through trials and tribulations, that, you can overcome them, that you don't let that condition or that whatever you went through define you as a person, So that's basically why I created this channel, and to educate people about rare conditions or diseases that you may not know about. Because this condition that I have, the idiopathic intracranial hypertension, I think it's like 1 in 100,000 that, will develop it, or that develops it. 1 in 100,000. And that's rare, So I just wanted to, educate people and let them know And like, there's a lot of groups out there. If, you know, you're watching this and you have this and you don't have the support that, you know, the next person has, you know, like I have my husband and I have my mom and my other family, my children, you know, my immediate family, they support me. So, but if you don't have that type of support and it's you by yourself, there's groups out there that you can reach out to, and they'll try to help you with, you know, with whatever you may be going through. And like, you know, I've went through depression and I've came out of it. You know, of course I still suffer from it, but I actually had a major depression episode and that I had to overcome, and I did. You know, it didn't break me completely. I overcame it, and I'm a better person today, and I can better understand like my conditions and my pain, and I know what to do if I'm having a bad pain day and, you know, things are not going as they should be going. I know what to do to like take my mind off things, you know. And I don't want to get too much into detail right now on this video. It was just, you know, like an update video about what's been going on. So I just wanted to, you know, let you all know that my condition is stable at the moment. But, you know, I still suffer from headaches and pain and fatigue and just the dizziness, everything that comes with it. And just wanted to let, you know, you all know. But my eyesight is stable, so I don't have to worry about that. My shunt is working properly. I just had it checked a couple of months ago. It's working properly. I did have to do an MRI, and of course, for people that have a shunt, if you do an MRI and you have a programmable shunt, more than likely it's either going to shut it off or it's going to put it on a setting that it should not be on. So the best thing to do would be to call your neurosurgeon first and let them know what day you're going to have your MRI and everything, so they can get you in on that same day to check your shunt to make sure it's still on the same setting, that it's still on and working properly. And if it's not, they can correct it. So that's the best thing to do. And because I've done like MRIs before and I didn't do that, and I ended up having to wait a couple of days before I was able to get in, and trust me, it was horrible. Never again. I learned my lesson with that. But I just want to let you guys know, if there is any questions that you want to ask me, you can ask in the comments and I will do a video on the answers. Because like I'm just starting out, like my channel is not where I can go live or anything right now. But hopefully as the subscribers come in, I will be able to, you know, take part in all the features that come with it. But like I said, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And always remember, never give up and be blessed. Peace out.